This is our other dog, Mickey. He's a little Pomeranian. We got him, he weighed about 4.5 pounds. I think maybe he weighs 5 now. But he's getting up there in age. Walking out to the chickens. So a little bit of excitement this past week with the chickens. I went out there and found a chicken dead and it was all packed clean on one side of it. I don't know if it was the chickens that did it, but I got another one sick that I got separated. I'll kind of show you that one. But I also had turkey vulture up on the roof of the barn when I came out here 2 days ago, and they were buzzing around. But I looked it up, and they claim that they don't tend to bother with chickens because they're more of they tend to basically eat. They tend to just eat the I thought that was a chicken laying in there. It's corn husks. Got a little worried. They tend to eat the dead carcasses. Oh, we got chickens out. That's not good. How are they getting out? They're getting through the fence. How did they get out? I don't know how they're getting out. Maybe they never went in last night. That's probably what happened. And there's this guy. I don't know if he's alive or dead. Oh, he's still alive. So he's just taking a break. But I found him in one of the nest boxes. I wonder if they got out yesterday. All right, well, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. How are they getting out? Well, we're gonna have to do a capture. You're not gonna get through. You're gonna get shocked. Go on back out. Go on, go back out. Go back out. Go back out. All right. So, how are they getting out? Or how did they get out? Probably over here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to mow this field again, I guess. I'm gonna have to mow it and then put the fence back out because it's getting kind of tall and maybe it's shorting out. I don't see anything that's open in here and they might be getting out, but I'll let the rest of them out. It's crazy. It's bothering me now. They must have been out all night. I came in late last night. I had a late night meeting and came out, and my son had to work today, so he couldn't put them out because he had to go to work early. But yeah, I found a dead chicken. I threw it over here. Let the other animals take it. But it was half cleaned out, pecked up, cleaned up. So I'm down a Dark Cornish, and I got one that's sick. He's not doing too well. So I think I'm down to 6 Cornishes, and I think I got 17 of the white rocks. And one of them's a rooster for sure. It's definitely a rooster. So maybe I'll be breeding those as a separate breed. Separate out a couple hens with him. And once they start laying. They've been cooped up all day, so to speak. Here they come up. Yeah, they're all excited. They've been in all day, so I'll leave them out until it gets dark. All right, well, I'm gonna have to round these guys up. I'm just coming out to feed them and water them. So what, I got 4 of them in here. Yeah, how'd you guys get out? You were out all night, weren't you? It's strange because I didn't see them last night when I came in. They must have been huddled in a grassy spot or something. All right. They're probably thirsty. So I'm out in the garden again. I'm all over the place. Here's that watermelon. Remember the 2 little fuzzy guys? Well, looks like they're melons, like musk melons. People call them different things, but we call them musk melons. And that's about, I don't know, bigger than a softball. Another one, nice big melon. So there's 2 there, and one on this plant. And then we got, I don't even know what these are. I'm hoping that they're more. Yeah, they're not. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a Swiss chard. It'd be a shame if it is because I'm not eating it. I can't tell. Anyone knows what this is, let me know. Because these are broccoli. I've already cut some heads off and I'm getting some side stalks. Here's another one I cut off. And here's a side stalk. So hopefully they'll produce more. That's just kind of starting. There's an eggplant coming along. It's my first one, I think. I'm not seeing any others. Tomatoes are just taking way more space than I want. I planted way too many of them, and I never got around to staking them. So when they ripen, I'm gonna have to climb in there and pick them out. But what I'm thinking of doing is planting some fall peas. My peas are all done. So I was thinking maybe I'll harvest the pea pods, save the seed for next year. Like that one right there. I'll let them dry out and then harvest the peas for next year. See how that goes, because I never really have saved many seeds other than squash, pumpkins maybe. And I'd like to try and do more of that. Maybe I'll save some tomato seeds, but what I'm doing is I'm planting some heirloom peas. I bought these online, and then maybe some spinach, because we all like spinach, especially raw spinach. We like to put it in quiches and stuff. So I'm getting my hoe, and I'll use that to dig up some of the leaves. I harvested beans and more, some more beans and a lot of cucumbers. The bigger ones I fed to the chickens. And here's another watermelon. It's bigger. I think there's another one back here. These are doing well. I think those are the what do they call them? Sweet, baby sweets? I don't know. Looks like another one here starting. Oh, there's one back there. So we're getting melons. And these, I believe, are muskmelons. I see one in there. Let's see it. I think they're more muskmelons. So we're gonna be swimming in muskmelons. There's a guy up the road who has a stand. Oh, there's a bunch. I didn't see those there this morning. There's 3 in a row. So there are probably all kinds of them in there. Again, this is where I had all the garlic growing, and now it's just taken over with these squash. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing next year. And this year, or next, well, in the fall, I think I'll plant all the garlic on the other side, kind of rotate it. So let's go over to where picking up the hoe. It's over here on the other side of the garden. This is the tobacco plants. They're really taking off, and they're looking great. We've been getting a lot of good rain. This is upstate New York, so, and then these are the berries I transplanted this year, and they're doing well. So they're huge. I hope I can get some tobacco out of them. I've never grown it. I know you gotta dry it, and then you gotta, I don't know, there's like a composting process to age it. So I gotta figure out how to do that. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there. I'll filter through them all and filter through them and find out which might work best for myself. So here's the other side of tomatoes. These are peppers in here. And in here somewhere, I think there's some, oh, maybe my son pulled them all up. Carrots were in here too, but I think he pulled them up to make space. But these are potatoes. So these are the potatoes. They're getting huge. And I don't know, I should be burying these stems, I think. But I just don't have time to mess with it. I'll see how it works out. Again, these were potatoes that we grew from potatoes that were getting overgrown in our cupboard. So yeah, I'm thinking of planting right in here the peas and maybe the spinach back under this tree. This is an apple tree. Maybe put the spinach in there so it's shaded, because I think they like shade. So I'll start that process right now. All right, so I just dug a little furrow in here next to these, kind of in the back, more in the shade. I think peas like more shade. So these are fall peas. What is it, around August 18th, 19th? So I'm planting these August 18th, 19th. They say about a month and a half. So maybe October I'll be getting peas. Hopefully it'll be warm enough. So that's what I'm gonna do now, is just start planting the peas. So there's the peas all planted. I thought I was in video mode, but I wasn't. I keep switching to photo every time I shut my camera off. But I was talking about these heirloom. Look at these little nasty buggers. I need to get a can with some beer in it. I don't know what you do with it, but I think you shake the bugs and the Japanese beetles. They're kind of spotty, but the plant's at least keeping ahead of them, producing new growth. You can see here is some new shoots. So these are what I've transplanted in the spring. So next spring I can take from this row and start a row here where I've got all the where I've got all the tobacco growing, and I'll use that row as my next row, and I'll just keep adding rows every year and hopefully have a nice big raspberry crop. Maybe I can sell the plants because they're heirlooms, and I don't know if this breed, it's an old German breed. My wife's grandparents or great-grandparents brought, I think, these plants from Germany. At least that's what I think her grandmother told us. So back when you could do stuff like that, I guess. There's our big sunflowers. That one's getting really tall. All right, I've covered up the peas, and now I'm going to plant over here next to the lettuce. I'm going to plant the spinach. So spinach is next. All right, we're coming on 10 weeks, I think the chickens are. I'm taking some oats and I'm kind of growing them out to get the fodder. So I'm growing my own fodder. They claim that you can take a pound of grain and stretch it to 4 pounds of feed by doing this. So I think this is maybe like day 3, probably day 3. You see they're rooting and they're starting to grow green. So we'll let this grow up till it's, I don't know, maybe 3 inches tall, and then we'll take it and feed it to the chickens. I wanted to show this. This is the tobacco. Tobacco plants are really starting to take off. I mean, look at the size of these seeds, or these leaves. They're coming out kind of nice. I think they're a yellow version. Oh, here's the peas. Looks like a pea's already starting to sprout. I'm gonna have to get some more water in here. So peas are starting to sprout. We haven't had any rain in a couple days. There's some pepper plants. But getting lots of sprouts on the raspberries. I can start another row over here when I take the tobacco out. And start another row next to it. Maybe a little further over. Get a couple feet between them. That'll be nice to reestablish these heirloom raspberries. And then the looks like getting a head up on top of the sunflower up there. It's got to be 9 foot tall, at least 8 foot tall. All right, that's the update. So, cleaning gutters. I think it's about time. What do you guys think? When you got trees growing in your gutters, it's a sure sign. See, what I do though is I wait until a lot of roots get established, and it makes it a lot easier. You get a little bucket down here. You come up and see, you get a whole nice chunk of roots. Oops. Get a nice chunk of roots with them. And you can pull it all out at once. And you just break it off. Drop it in the bucket. Look at that. Takes with it all the material, and then we'll just rinse out the gutter. And we should be done with it. Another project. Also trimming this monstrosity away a little bit. There's a little frog hiding out. See him right there under a leaf. See his back end. But, so today's gutter cleaning day. We've got a lot of trees around. We get these little spinners, and that's what all these little saplings are from our maple trees, silver maples. So clean out the gutters. All right, well, we got a full bucket of weeds and roots and debris and a pretty clean gutter. A couple little bends, but I'm gonna get this done, get it ready for fall so I can refill.